Well, thank you guys so much. I'm so excited to be here. And last minute, this was kind of, we were connected. I was taking care of some of your directors, girls, and the adorable program. Absolutely love it. So that's how we've got connected, and I just love Pam already. So thank you so much for welcoming us. And thank you, my girls, for coming out and just trusting me that this was going to be an awesome event. Wasn't it right? It's awesome, right? Okay. So, yeah, I guess what I really want you to take away from my story from the get-go is that I would have been the absolute last person that you would pick for a consultant. So, with that being said, I'll give you my story, but what I really want you to take away is don't prejudge. Don't ever think of who maybe could use it, couldn't use it, who's good for it, who maybe, you would want to talk to, but you just don't know. You just don't know. So at the beginning and the end of my classes, I really do let them know, my job just as well as sharing the product is to share the business. And for that reason, I'm really sorry, but you're just going to have to endure this, because I never know at a class who could just use an extra $100 a month. Could anybody use just $100 a month extra? Yeah, absolutely. So when you enroll that, it automatically lets them know, like that absolutely could be me. And when I was recruiting, I really just fell in love with the product. And don't we all agree that we love the product? People recruit closest to the product. So I was a total farm bumpkin, and I live about 30 minutes from here. Super small town, super duper small farm town. And glamour was not really something that I was brought up in, that's for sure. So before Mary Kay, to give you an idea, I actually worked in chicken houses. And if you're not familiar with the Eastern Shore, that's the big thing around here. So roughly 90,000 chickens a day was my responsibility for a little over a year, okay? And when it sounds like, oh, they're so cute, little feathers. No, not so much, okay? It's not a glamorous job. So along with that, I have been full-time college student most of my Mary Kay career. I just did graduate 2 months ago with my bachelor's, and my girls know that is a big deal. But when I first started, I was actually 18, and my high school soccer coach invited me to a skincare class. She was on target for her first free car, and although that was foreign language for me and I really wasn't all into it, she kind of tricked me and got me to the party. So even though I didn't know what I was going and helping her with, she just said, oh, just come, it's helping me so much. And I stayed, and they, of all things, put a purple eyeshadow and eyeliner on somebody who had never wore any makeup or cosmetic whatsoever. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a black eye. And they're like, no, hold on, let me just show you this. And I fell in love with it once they showed me the application. I fell in love with the skincare, the mineral powder. I spent a good penny that night, and I even came back around a couple months later, and I bought some more stuff. After a three-way call and some layering, okay? So we always go back around. I did decide to start my own business, not for a career, not for a load of extra money, just for my discount on the product. And if I took care of some people and they made some extra money through that, then that would be fabulous. But I was studying medical. I was full-blown, laser-focused college student. This was the last thing I had time for, so it was the first thing that took the back burner. But after 2.5 years of studying and finding out that the job market isn't quite what you really think it is when you get out, finding out that when you get out, if you do get hired, that the income maybe isn't quite what you thought it was going to be, all of that good stuff, I said, you know what? Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm putting all of this money out paying out-of-state tuition, and this isn't quite what I'm meant to do. So I changed my major, had no idea really what a plan B would even look like. And I remembered my senior. She was at seminar, and I saw her posting pictures from seminar, and that's what made me say, maybe I could do something with that Mary Kay thing. Just make some extra money. I just bought a brand new car. Any extra income would have been a help. And she started working with me one night a week, every Wednesday night. Along with this, I was in school full-time at night. I worked full-time at a doctor's office during the day, did the chicken stuff in the morning. So there wasn't time. You don't need time to do this, okay? It's just maximizing the time that you have. And I'm a firm believer you do not need a lot of time to do this. One night a week, I had my first car wrapped up in 3 months. I did take the money. I was 20, about to turn 21. I became a director within 6 months of starting. And believe it or not, I really was just driven towards that position. The car I couldn't have cared less about whatsoever. That was not my goal. So directorship and the car run so parallel. So if you're going to do one, run for the other. Absolutely, they go together beautifully. And after I did become a sales director, I fell in love with the income first. Everybody knows that. But second, truly what I do, and that's working with women, and the girls that are here, I just absolutely love from the bottom of my heart. And our unit is just filled with so much love, and just reward, honestly. Watching this touch somebody else's life does not even touch anything of what this is going to do for you. So that's definitely my full passion for the last year and a half. I have worked my business full time. This is all I've done as far as a job. I've gone to school online alongside of it. So I've still had fun stuff to battle along the way as far as time management and all of that good stuff. But in the last 2 years, I have earned the Equinox, and I just picked up my first pink Cadillac in June. Our unit has 4 DI2s right now, and 2 of them you got to meet tonight. So we've had a really fun 6 months. Okay, but yeah, what I really do want you to take away from that is this is all because somebody showed me how and believed in me when I couldn't see it for myself. And really that's all it is. So believing in somebody, seeing that before they can, we get the big picture before somebody else, and just really loving on them no matter where they're at is the key, I absolutely think. So if there's anything, Pam, you want me to add, I absolutely will, but I do get to train you guys tomorrow. So you'll get some secrets to the magic that's been happening, hopefully. Any questions real quick? Anything I can do?